You cannot die because you were never born. We are immortals means on an eternal recite. Life is your motto, your sleep, your awakening. Let me hold you, my friend, in this eternal night. Sister, partner, mother perhaps. Tonight without a name, no color, no pain. The soul is considered the life-giving principle. The soul is the energy where life experiences roll up together. Today, a meditation of a Cuantic Soul. Hello my friends, this is Devadatta from Dallas. Welcome. Everything we do, sleep, wake up, walk, think, dream, is a product of our energy which we use during the day or we use during the night. We are alive because of that energy. When we breathe and inhale oxygen, that allows cells to carry out the functions so that the body remains alive, so we can be alive. That energy that we have inside, within, also communicates with the energy of other beings, of others, creating an energetic field. That's what we feel. That is what we call life. Our energy in this dimension, in Earth, that energy that makes us move, makes us wish, makes us have desires, makes us do things, fulfill things. The soul is the energy that makes us live. We all have an intention of movement in our life, an intention of activity, an intention of going forward in our lives, of searching within ourselves. That movement, that search is called soul. And there are many different kinds. Actually, there are 7 kinds of souls. 5 that we experience in this earth, in this dimension, and 2 that are over this dimension. And we're starting with like the newborn soul, like the baby soul. And this soul usually experiences struggles to survive on this physical plane. It's the most rustic soul, it's the more raw soul. And usually they have these experiences that really have very tough experiences, like plagues, like battles, like being oppressed, like floods. It's like ancient natives, ancient prehistoric people. Usually their sexuality is kind of basic. It is a soul, this is a very simple, innocent, childish, mystical soul that usually they learn through suffering. And we are starting to be in such an evolutionary level in this planet, in this dimension, that this kind of souls, these newborn souls, will no longer be accepted. They will no longer exist because we already are developing into a superior space, into a superior dimension. The next soul is the infant soul. Actually, this is the baby soul. And this kind of is like a little kid, because they're very kind of stubborn, they're very orthodox, so they're very firm and strong in their beliefs. And so if you confront this kind of soul, they will react very hostilely. They will be very reactive, that they will be very aggressive, they will be defending their position very strongly. So this kind of soul can fight and even kill for their beliefs. And in this case we have the Crusades, the Inquisition, the missions. And usually these kind of souls don't like changes because they believe in authority. The authority has the last word. So it's kind of they have this lack of own judgment. And they always think that whatever they do, they're right. So for this kind of souls, there's only one correct way of being and doing. In this case, the sexuality is kind of uncomfortable for them. They feel like guilt and they feel shame. So you see, it's a very orthodox way of being, of thinking in humans. They need this kind of routine to feel comfortable. So this is A, B, C, and they don't move themselves from there. They have a typical schedule for the jobs, for the families, for the friends, whatever it is. So they live very comfortable with rules that are imposed to them. It's like young children, that they require structure. They require like an education, like a school, like traditions, like rituals. And definitely the law and authority give them a sense of security. This is typical in religious matters, in religious kind of societies, in terrorists, in criminals, in policemen. Very structured. Then we have the young soul. And usually this kind of soul seeks and looks forward to be publicly known, like a publicly known person. It has fear of aging and death. She is very independent. I'm going to talk in feminine sometimes with soul. So she fights for her positions and it's kind of a superficial. She likes power, fame, money, and really enjoys this powerful experience in this dimension. So kind of these young souls, they're always fighting for positions of supremacy and wealth. Politicians, movie stars, religious leaders, government people. So they're always looking for that thing that's going to make them successful in this dimension. Even if a lot of times these people, regardless the money, regardless the power, are very, very depressed people, depressed souls, are very sad souls because they cannot find the real thing that they should be looking for. So this kind of young soul, it's the body. So they're near the body, they identify with the body, with the physique. And they completely block the subject of death, which really scares them. So they only have this motivation to be very rich and very famous and very powerful and very important in their own mind. So they're very interested in appearances. So most of the current earthly population actually is in these last levels of the young soul. Politicians, artists, religious leaders. From here we go to the mature soul. And this soul is already different than her sisters. This soul looks for peace, seeks peace, looks for spirituality, looks for being good to herself, within herself. Who am I? Why am I here? What am I doing? What is my purpose here? So this mature soul begins to search for the truth. It's more connected and aware of the essence. It's more connected and aware of that infinite power that's waiting for us. This mature soul enters the spiritual opening. And this mature soul also gets a lot more involved in relationship matters. So the barriers that usually separate other souls from the people, she doesn't see them, because she starts to see the connection between people, the connection between souls, the connection between beings. We are one. But sometimes she doesn't know how to separate herself from others. So she starts suffering a lot because other people are suffering. She suffers too. Because other people are happy, she's happy too. So she doesn't know really how to separate, the boundaries. So she does not see the difference between others and herself. And just as maybe the baby soul, the infant soul wants a house like the neighbor, because she is jealous and envious of the neighbor. And another young soul wants a house a little bigger, and she wants a house in the best neighborhood, because she has to show that, with big windows and no curtains. This mature soul wants a house just in the middle of their country, next to a lake, at the heel of the mountain, in her own chosen place, seeking and looking for peace, tranquility, serenity, loneliness. They're very good in artistic matters, and they're very faithful in their relationships. And now we jump to the fifth point, the fifth sister, the old soul, the last soul development in earth. And this is the fifth of the 7 ages of the soul. And one of the purpose of this soul, the old soul, is to stop karma. She's so spiritual that she just wants to live in this moment. She learned how to live in eternity, in eternal moment, in an eternal moment. No past, no yesterday, no future, no problems. Just now, observing now, realizing now, really enjoying now. She's very, very spiritual and very good at everything she wants to do. So this soul is really dedicated to master the meaning of spirituality, of this existence. What is really my purpose in this grand scenario of life? And the old soul accepts that we're all part of a much larger scenario, a much larger whole. So when she looks at another person, she sees the connection in her of this person. She sees the reflection in herself. It's very, very easy to get along well with this kind of old souls. And usually, as I told you, they really do what they like. They really do what they enjoy. And not because they are arrogant or bitchy. It's just because they know what they want, and they know that what they want is going to be good. And that's one of the purpose in their lives, is to do good to others, to try to get inner satisfaction. She puts her own schedule. Usually they work in something spiritual, so something to help others. Usually they're loners, they like to be alone. They like landscaping, they like nature, they like art, they like painting, music, teaching. A lot of counselors, a lot of therapies, a lot of coaches, a lot of guides. Love philosophy, love art, love history, culture. Everything that makes you more sensible, that's where you're going to find this old soul. They feel the need to teach everything that they have learned through their own lives, through their own existence, to all these younger souls. So they will believe in living their own life and let them live the life of others. So they treat others as they would like to be treated themselves. And they have an extremely developed sense of knowing what is true. You can already, because a lot of times you feel, oh, I don't like this job, maybe I shouldn't go, oh, I don't like this person. But you go ahead and you go out with that person and you start dating that person. These people, these souls, they do know, no, this is good for me, this is bad for me. And they believe in doing good for others and everyone. And then we have the 6 and the 7 souls. These are called infinite souls. These souls are living, existing in a completely different dimension, in a very higher plane. And these souls are the result, the end of the other 5 souls, of the other experience of the other 5 souls, of the other 5 ages. And this, talking about souls, brings us to the subject of death. That subject that we always hide inside the closet. People are so afraid of talking about death and, oh, he's very sick, he's going to die. Don't say that. Oh, I'm going to die. Don't say that. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die. If you are going to die, you're going to die. Death is just another step to another state, to another dimension, much more higher, much more powerful than this one that we are in now. And actually, talking about dying, all these people dying during all this month of this virus, this epidemic, and you feel so sorry for them. Yeah, you can feel sorry for them because they really they die alone, they died separate of the loved ones, people that they were together for years, they have to separate. I have this friend of mine that his parents both had to go to the hospital, and he was so afraid and he was really, really worried. And well, unfortunately, the dad died, and he was devastated, completely devastated. And it's very understandable, it's very comprehensible. And I am with him in my pain, my heart hurts, it's in pain with his. But to die in these difficult moments really implies like an evolutionary advance, incredibly big, towards eternity. For that any kind of soul that have chosen this way of dying nowadays. All this pain involved in this leaving, this way, it's really hard. But this is really a big opportunity for detachment, to accept whatever the universe has written for you, for being in a better place. So this, you have to understand, this is not a punishment. This is not that you did something wrong and now I'm paying, I'm dying. No. This is just a gift of your heart. It's a surrender to love. It's a surrender to your heart. Last night I got this text of a friend that her husband is dying very badly with cancer, and he's been sick for a couple of years. And she told me it's been already a month, or more than a month, that he's in bed at home, we're waiting, and we are with him all day long. And I just wrote her, I know that this maybe will sound cold, but it's not. The moment that your husband dies, and he was a very fantastic artist, a wonderful man, happy, traveling, doing always something different. And she too, she's wonderful. Just whisper in his ear, I love you very much. Thank you for the life that you have given me. But now go towards the light. Go towards that space. Go towards that voice. Go towards that infinite, bright energy that's there waiting for you. Don't lose any more time here. This is not your place anymore. Over there is your place. Then, if you have to come back, you will come back. But now, that's your place. That's your goal. Go. And thank you. Take all my love with you forever. Imagine how fantastic it is to take the love of somebody forever. No divorce, no fight, no separation. This is love forever. Whatever kind of love it is. It is not a tragedy, my friends. If you're in love with this person, help them to go into the light, towards that eternal pure space of peace, of tranquility, of renewal. That does not end with oneself, with yourself, but death ends with the individual you were, or he was, or I was, the ego. It's just a change in form. Life, as we know it, flows to another plane. To get together, to connect with this union with the universal, with eternity. Life expands until it merges into the eternal. Death is not the end of life. It's just another stage of it. It's just another natural step in the course of life. It's something essential and necessary for our evolution. We're here to learn, to resolve past debts, past mistakes, to improve and to learn. So there is no better teaching school than Earth to overcome all our nightmares, all our difficulties in this life. So you see, the difficulty in this life, that test, that horrible life that I've been having, is the best opportunity to get the best of me towards love, towards learning, towards the truth. When you go through your life with love, through love, through difficulties with love, you're returning to a natural state. The more contact we have with that essence, the more love we find, and the more we realize that we need less material things, less earthly things. Love is in us. Love is deep in us. And it is here where we realize, where we see that it is to ourselves who we must turn to in our difficulties, in our problems, and not to go somewhere else looking for that peace of mind somewhere else. Because that will give us fear, that will give us despair, depression. So the more we look outside ourselves, the less we find, and the more afraid we are. The more we return to our essence, the more we return to our own being, the more we become detached from the physical world, from the material world, the closer we get to our divine being. And that's the being that will continue after death. The infinite love divine being. We will never stop being better, being more pure, being more divine. That's an eternal state. So that is why we suffer here in life, because we don't see that. That is why everything costs us so much. You don't learn through your body. The one that learns from your body, through your body, is your soul. So that identification with your body, it's only a learning element for your soul in this dimension. And that's why we identify so much in a body, with a body, that we believe we are alone. But when you connect with your divine being within, you understand that you're more than that. That you don't need that body to be. But you only need that body to live in this earth. So when you whisper in the ear of your loved one, I love you, just go to the light, you are really whispering to that eternal being that loved you here all these years, in this life. When you observe, you understand. When you understand, you accept. When you accept, everything flows in your life. So just for knowing and being sure that your loved one is okay, just pray. Send your loved one peace. Send your loved one light. Send your loved one forgiveness. You feel this peace around you, you will know that your loved one is okay. It's he is in the place that they should be. I want to read you something that I found about from Abdul Baha. In his book is Answers to Questions. And he's talking about the soul, talking about death. And he says, to judge that after the death of the body, the spirit perishes, is like imagining that the captured bird in a cage has to die because the cage breaks. That makes sense. Our body is like the cage. The bird will remain and survive. But your sensitivity will become even more intense. Your perception will be greater and your happiness will increase. Because imagine if you turn out, you break the cage, and the dove or the bird or the canary, whatever you have, flies away into your garden, into the woods. That bird, believe me, won't stop flying for the next 3 weeks, because the bird is going to be so happy that he or she, they're free. So the sensitivity will become more intense because they will be sensing nature. The perception of the day, of the light, of the moon, it will be unbelievable. And the happiness will increase until the moment they drop dead. That's a soul. And now, my friends, I just want you to relax for a couple of minutes. Just a very, very short meditation about this, about the soul, about death, about your fear of death, about your misunderstanding of soul, about your misunderstanding of who are you. Close your eyes if you didn't have them closed already. Relax your shoulders, relax your hands, your elbows, relax your back if you're laying down, if you're sitting up against the sofa chair, sitting up straight, but relax your hips, your knees, your feet, but relax your eyes and your face. Move your mouth a little bit, move your neck, inhaling deep, and exhaling deep. Inhalation and exhalation. Completely relax, completely relax, completely relax. And I want you to concentrate just a little bit in your breath, in your breathing. And as you inhale, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and exhale through the mouth. Let it go, let it go. Inhale again. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and exhale very softly, very easy. And I want you just to, for a moment, bring the image of somebody, anybody that is gone, somebody that died, that you love very much. Somebody that maybe is dying and you love very much. And visualize this person, this loved one. Visualize the last time you were with this person, the last time you were with this loved one, family member, friend, whoever it is. That last day that you saw this person alive. How was that day? It was a good day. It was like usually days that we go through. I didn't pay attention day. You didn't even pay attention to this person. It was a very lovely day, holding hands, telling them, I love you, I need you, I'm happy that you are in my life. How was this? The last words, maybe the last look into the eyes of this day with this person. Was it a fight? A terrible fight that you said things that you didn't want to? Or was it so far away that you don't even remember because you don't understand now, after 2 years, why is it that you stopped talking with this person? Imagine the important fight that you had, that you can't remember the reason of the separation. We are fools. We are idiots in this plane. Wake up. Don't lose time. We don't have time. Inhaling again. And exhaling again. And now I want you to start introduce yourself and get into a conversation with this personage, with this person. Look into the eyes of this person and just tell them, I really love you. I am so sorry of what happened. Oh, I forgive you, whatever you did. It was so stupid of me to get into that reaction. I am sorry. And feel that energy of love, feel that energy of forgiveness, feel that energy of a smile, a simplest thing in earth, a smile. And feel that connection, feel this new vibration, feel this new light. Grab them, hold them, hug them, do whatever you have to do, but do it now. With your heart, with your mind, with your soul. Connect soul to soul and feel it. Inhaling deep and feel this, wow, opening of my chest. I feel strong, I feel blessed, I feel in peace. Inhaling deep and exhaling deep. And as you exhale, feel the difference in your body, in your hands, in your feet, in your face, in your cheeks, in your mouth. Feel that lightness in your face, in your cheeks, in your tongue, in your mouth, in your lips. All that tension in those wrinkles in the forehead. Let them go, let them go. Feel that smile. Smile, smile with your face, smile with your eyes, smile with your breath, smile with your hands, with your feet, smile with your body, and feel this new reconnection with this loved one. Inhaling deep and exhaling, and as you exhale, visualize, imagine this situation between both of you. Could be with several people, hasn't got to be with one person. Could be with any situation that's been bothering you for a long time. If you have to make a phone call, make it. Believe me, the connection is there. Nobody's going to be upset with you. Make a phone call, and that phone call will change the rest of your life. That letter that you write will change the rest of your life. That email that you send will change the rest of your life. Love changes our lives daily, on a daily basis. With love, you make your soul eternal. With love, you connect. And with love, you get only love. Nothing else to say. Inhaling deep. And exhaling deep, relaxing completely. Enjoy this moment, enjoy this peace, enjoy this love. Enjoy this state of relaxation in your body, in your mind, in your soul. Infinite love to you, my friends. Divadatta from Dallas.